Hi, it's Fearless and welcome back to Zero Escape's first game in 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. In the last episode, we found Snake. We also managed to go through the 9 door and figured out that Santa is probably 0 and think that his bracelet is actually a 0 and June's is actually a 9. Whether we're actually sure about that or not, because Jumpy seems to think something's a little up with that. But for now, we will continue. We are in the library, so let's see what we find.
All right, if we want to get through that door out there, we need the Neptune key. I say we split up and look for it.
Okay.
Very well. Sure thing.
Good. Let's get started then. We don't have a lot of time. Hurry.
Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge. As he began his search, for reasons he didn't fully understand, Junpei felt those particular words float through his mind. Okay, so he's still seeking a way out. Okay. So, yeah, okay. So this won't be the last one either. It turns out this is pretty long. So, 3 left behind. It's got a picture of a coffin on it, so it's a sort of coffin ending. And then this could probably take a few more episodes, to be fair. Okay, see, I've been tricked. Alright, anyway. Let's continue then. Seek a way out. Hello, books. Ooh, okay, you stand out. Teletemporation and telepathy. What the hell is this one about? Well, I know what telepathy is, but I've never heard of teletemporation. It refers to having the ability to travel through time. Let's see. Okay, what are you? This one says the golden rabbit and the moon on it. Does that mean it's about a rabbit that lives on the moon? Rabbits are pretty cute, but what's the moon stuff about? It's talking about the Judas tree that's said to grow in the moon, according to Chinese legend. Ooh, okay. Kitab al-Azif. Man, there was some weird stuff here. I can't even pronounce this one. Who's that? Some famous guy? It's not a person's name, it's the name of a fictional book created by Abdul al-Hazid. Al-Hazid. It's said to be one of the sources used in the creation of the literature Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon. Oh, so these are all occult books and stuff. Book is called Mind Swap. You mean you could change bodies with someone? Well, I guess I wouldn't mind switching bodies with my brother or Junpei too much. I'd rather die than let Seven switch with me. Okay then. But yeah, it's totally fine to let me, this random guy, in your body, but okay, that didn't sound right. I did not mean that in that way. The hell? I can even want to swap bodies a little brat like... Hey, were you just imagining... You were! Shut up! Yeah, well, it wasn't the only one. Okay, now I'm just picturing Seven in a little skirt with these heels. Oh, no, it's beautiful, but no. Oh, we're back up there. Okay. Energy theory, huh? I don't even understand the damn title. Yeah. Was that the shelves all science and technology? Handrail is made of metal. Okay. The note on that table. Lights to the books. Huh, what does that mean? Interesting. Well, intelligence often hides itself in darkness. Have you ever thought about pages of a book? Each page only sees, what, maybe 2 or 3 minutes of light before the reader is on to the next? They spend the rest of their lives locked in darkness. Rather like myself. Aww. That's horrible. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining, not at all. I live in the darkness, yes? God has gifted me with the ability to catch the truths others might miss. Aww, he's so lovely. I can hear the voices hidden in the darkness, you might say. Aww. It's so lovely. Okay. Can't actually click on it because you tell me. Okay. So, nope. Alright then. Guess we'll go down here. The Pythagorean theorem. I don't think I said that right. Oh well. This is a famous one. Sounds like there are a number of math books in this section. This one's Goldbeck's Conjecture. Conjecture? What's it about? Like magic or psychic stuff or something? Right, I bet it's about jewelry, isn't it? Why? It may have another title, but it's actually a very respectable mathematics book. It deals with one of the unsolved problems of predictive number theory. Sorry I said anything. Look, let's not get into this right now, okay? We're gonna get into it at some point. Oh, maybe that's right. Oh, okay. It says Riemann hypothesis. What is there to hypothesize about with Riemann? Isn't it pretty straightforward? Heavens no, there are many factors: length, girth, lubrication, or lack of. It's an exciting and rapidly growing field. Whoa. What the heck? Okay. Alright. Have we got everything now? Oh. Indian mathematics. That's funny. Why is that funny? Algebraic number theory. Maths. There's another one like that over here. You mean something like primary number theory or analytical number theory? Or geometry. Oh gosh, how did you know? Nobody said anything about those. Well, number theory is usually split into 4 chief disciplines. What's wrong with me? There's a book named Algebraic Number Theory. I took a wild guess that the other 3 would be there as well. Looks like I was right. Oh, okay. Okay, so iron plate is bolted down. Don't think it's a door, I think it's just a wall. Because they think we're going to take some sort of hammer to it and break out through the wall. Books here in all sorts of languages. But there's something suspicious about the shelf on the left. Okay. Bookshelf has this sort of glass inlay. Pretty big, there's only 6 books on it. Seems kinda weird. Hey, it looks like there's something on the bottom. Can't really see it though, the glass is all foggy. Awesome, there's a lock on the glass door. Yep, won't budge. Okay. I can't do anything with that then. We could do it here then. Let's see what we've got here. So many books here. I wonder what this one's. Whoa, what's this? Warm? Oh! Sorry. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Hey, what's the deal with this sacky stuff? I'm sorry, it kind of just happened. Okay, fascinating books. What's this? Origin of Japanese folklore. Looks like there are a bunch of books about Japanese culture here. Not the ones about folklore though. Well, folklore can cover a wide range of subjects. History, urban life, religious trends, environmental changes, oral traditions. Folklore can cover all those things if you know where to look. This looks pretty deep. Modern Japanese literature, huh? Okay, no one cares about that one though. Wait, picture book here? Looks like it's an old folktale. Don't you think it's a little weird that this book's the picture book? Maybe you ought to hold on to it. Okay. Tales of Old Japan. Okay. Oh, is that what we're? Got a magic wand on it. Okay. So, what's inside? Well, aren't you come to open it? Pretty sure it's just gonna have pages inside. Whoa! Oh, okay. I really didn't see that coming. Okay. S-E... What's that? Right. Huh? Okay, what? SE minus 5? I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah, SE dash 5 maybe? What is that? Well, when I opened it, these 4 letters popped out. So I guess it's a pop-up book, huh? SC-5. I wonder what that means. Yeah, me too. Agriculture and historical organisations in folklore. Why is there a folklore section? Okay. You then. Ooh. Okay. It's a small enclosure with 9 sides. Of course it has 9 sides. There are 3 of these things that look kind of like music stands. Hey Junpei, you think maybe you're supposed to put these pop-up books on the stands? Then you could open them up. Oh yeah. If we do that, then might make a shadow on the bottom there. Ooh. True, but there are 3 stands, right? We don't have enough picture books. In other words, we need 3 picture books. Okay. I have 1. Is that good enough? No? Okay. Oh, okay. This is a different line. Okay. Where are we? Book is just called Dissection. Bookshelf must be all medical books. From what I can tell, it sounds as though these books have been organised by genre. This library must be massive. I'm rather impressed by how well organised it is. Aww, it's such a nice thing to say. Human equilibrium theory. Human anatomy. Regeneration of internal organs. Okay. This one looks just like that picture book from earlier. The one with the pop-ups. You think they're part of a series or something? They do have the same binding. Oh jeez. Baseball. There's a baseball in this one. Come on, jump in, let's see what's in it. Gonna rattle him here and say it's probably baseball stuff. Whoa! Oh. Head. Okay. I didn't see that coming either. Alright then. This is a pop-up book. It's got the letters H-E-A-D popping out of it. Yes, it does. Alright. Okay. Principles of monkey behaviour, huh? I'd imagine that's a book describing praxeology studies on monkeys. Monkeys are very similar to humans evolutionarily. So I imagine the research was fruitful. Functions of the human brain, huh? Guess this is a book about the nervous system. I'd love to ask you to read it to me, but I don't think we have the time. Can we carry it with us? I'd love to read it to you later. I'm kind of curious about it too. There's got to be a reason why people connect with each other, you know? Oh look, Seven, here's a book that's perfect for you. It's called Correlation of Muscle Bone Density and Bone Strength. You're just saying that because it's muscle. Well, she's trying, you know, there's that. This big opening is the door to the library. It's pretty impressive, almost looks like the door to a shrine or a church or something. There's another door after it and then passageway beyond it. At the end of that passageway is a door with that Neptune symbol engraved on it. Hurry up, we need to find the key with the mark of Neptune. Okay! This sounds like a job for the best brother and sister team in the world! Okay, sure. He's less cheerful, but yeah, let's go with that. Man, it's like Seven and I don't even exist. Well, is one of you the brother and one of you the sister of you two? Because if you're not, then... Oh no, because now I'm back to thinking of Seven in the little skirt with the heels. Okay, Seven's the sister, I figured it out. Okay. History of Buddhism. Okay. History of the medieval period. Maybe it's about Sir Lancelot. Is it just a story? I don't think you're going to find a guy who didn't really exist in a history book. Look, this one says Cultural Heritage of Rome. That's got to be a serious inheritance tax. Permian creatures. Seems a little fancy for some kind of prehistoric craft. Not to mention most of them were likely reptiles and amphibians. Without hair, I can't imagine that they'd much need perms. No! There's nothing to do with this. Yeah, but that's funnier. I love it. Okay. Here's another one of those kids' picture books. Looks a lot like the other one we found. Okay, cowboys and Indians. Oh no, I'm not going to be ready for this either, but let's do it anyway. This one's some Native Americans on the cover. Hey Junpei, take a look at this one. Native Americans, huh? Maybe it's got some... Whoa! Oh, what? Lilk. Hey kids, I've got some Lilk. Would you like some Lilk? Probably right. Oh, okay. Got letters L, R, and K popping out of it. Does it? Can't make any sense out of them though. Oh! Okay. Large, round, and kinky? Nah, probably not. Yeah, but I'm not seeing the R anyway. Okay, it still says Lilk. Come guys, come get your Lilk. Okay. What's Hellenism? I think it's something like fusion of Greek and Oriental culture. Okay, so well, it seems we're done with that one now. Okay, so that's where we began. We might as well look on this fine side for the fun of it. This book's called Hellenism. Okay, are we just gonna tell something about history? Book's called Culture Attitude. Okay, yeah, okay, what? Yeah, they're just the two sides then? Yeah, alright, well, whatever. That's a shame, really enjoying it. Bookshelf downstairs. Don't shove. Not kidding, don't push me. The heck, man? I wasn't gonna, but now that you bring it up. Oh yeah! Get down there. Why are you blushing? Oh, okay. Sure, we'll do that. I like you more than June, to be fair. So yeah. Do you think we should hold hands where there aren't any handrails? I'll be fine. I can feel vibrations in the floor that tell me where I am. It's weird that she's blushing talking to him though. That's not what I meant. I'm confused. Why would you say that? Man, this thing's narrow. I feel like I'm walking across a tightrope. Gee, Snake, aren't you scared? Imagine a wall 20 inches wide that runs along the top of a 10-story building. Could you walk along that wall, Junpei? No way. Then what about a balance beam in a gymnasium? Oh, well, that's easy. No, I still wouldn't do that, to be fair. You don't find that strange? A balance beam is far narrower than 20 inches. Not as high, though. So why is it that a balance beam poses no challenge to you, but the hypothetical 10-story wall does? The light can easily turn people into cowards. Okay. From time to time, a life in darkness can give you courage. I'll close my eyes then, yeah, it's a fun plan. We're going back down then. Right, I'm not clicking the right thing again. Okay, where are we? Turn around. There we are. Okay. Okay, how about we try putting these picture books on the stands? Then... This is a little weird. This shelled Rev B. That were helpful. 3 lights in this thing. They aren't very bright though. Yeah, well... Okay, put pop books on the stands. Yep, but that still makes no sense. You can sort of see the letters. It's too dark in here to really tell though. Well, it probably means the light isn't bright enough. Okay. Can we make them brighter? No, okay. Okay. I don't know. Oh, unless it... No, I don't know, because that's definitely D on the end, so it doesn't say shelf something, does it? I think I might just click about to do that. Oh, okay, what? Oh, okay. Sheldrake? Sheldrake. Isn't Sheldrake... The volume number written on the lower part of the spine. Right, yeah, but I'm trying to click 5. Okay. I might as well click them all in. Oh, huh? Oh, it isn't enough to go on. Perhaps it's about the English Revolutionary. That's kind of... What the hell is this? Wasn't that German mathematician? Maybe it's a compilation of his work. What's that? Leibniz? This book is in German. Of course it is. It looks like it's the complete works of something. I've never heard of it. Well, Snake doesn't know what it is. I don't think we'll ever know. Okay. So maybe now I've clicked that, you'll be able to understand the spell. No. Okay. Maybe we do have to somehow brighten the lights then. But I have no idea how. Not holding anything. Not understanding. Not until it tells us lights to the books. Okay. That's actually not helpful right now either though. Okay, what are you? Okay. What do I do with these tiles? Oh, just gibberish. Hey, what if we like switch them around? Switch them around? Yeah. Why if we move them around? Maybe they'll spell something. Oh, I get it. Yeah, I think it's worth a shot. Okay. So... Well, I can make the top line say nope. I'm quite enjoying the bottom line saying love though, to be fair. Know what order could work. What's that? Look, make the bottom say ball. What? Find? Yeah. Open here. Find bull. Oh, bulb. Okay. Okay. So I want you there. Okay, then. Open here. Find bulb. Sorted. How about this? What's that? Putting those books in the right order. Open this thing right up. That's a piece of cake. Hooray! You did it, Junpei! I guess that turned out well enough. So letters from the tiles spell out, open here, find bulb. It did. Oh, it did. Powerful light bulb. Alright then. So, can we go back down then? Okay, not that way. Now we let me go down. Okay. Okay. Hey, didn't we find some kind of really powerful light bulb earlier? I mean, that one I literally just found. Yes, we did. Well, you put it into one of those lights. Yeah. Well, it'll get a lot brighter, but if there are 3 lights, that means 3 light bulbs. There won't be much point unless we can replace all 3 bulbs. We need 3 light bulbs, huh? Cause we do. Like, I can already read what it says, and apparently none of you can. Okay, well, let's see. Okay. Let's... Weird though, because the section we just got this from seemed to have finished when we did it like that. Yeah, we did that. Oh. Yeah. Well, straightforward enough, I'm going to get light bulb. Yep. But I can't find the other section. All let's say is Faraday's laws of electrolysis. I believe that's going to be about electrolysis in electrolyte solution. These particular laws were set down by Michael Faraday. Thank you. The property value is going up out in space too these days. Man, guess times are tough for aliens too. This one says cosmic inflation. Okay. Kind of explains what sounds right. Supersymmetric string theory and 10-dimensional space-time. They're just talking about superstring theory. It's a theory of reality where... how to explain? It says that all elements of the universe are governed by the vibrations and harmonics of tiny supersymmetric strings. Thank you, super helpful. Very confused. Theory of general relativity, huh? Oh, I know this one! That's Einstein, right? this? An overview of conformal field theory. Ah, well, it's a theory that posits an invariant quantum field where conformal transformation can take place. Knock it off with this science voodoo stuff. You trying to put me to sleep? Yes. Quantum gravity. Haven't you have any idea what this is? How about you start by using real words? Then maybe we'll get somewhere. Okay. But that was more fun. Okay. Energy theory, development of nanotechnology materials, interactions between shortwave energy and matter. What else have we got? Just listening to you read those titles is giving me a headache. That's their fancy technologists and I get along real well. Keep on talking about that stuff and you're going to put me to sleep. Okay, black hole hypothesis, gamma ray astrophysics. I guess this bookshelf has an astronomy theme. Okay. Book called. Okay, we've got these ones again. Okay. So, not that section then. Well, we'll did these ones too. Okay. Okay, we know all you. Ancient gladiators. What's this book doing here? Maybe they were researching human physical limits across history. Maybe. Oh, this one's called Recreation of Lost Human Functions. Oh. You think they're talking about if you lose part of your body, then you could grow it back? I don't think so. Maybe they're talking about reconstructing abilities that humankind once possessed. In other words, they may be talking about cultivating a sixth sense. Resection Atlas, huh? Whole shelf is full of medical books. Yeah. Okay then. Okay. Introduction to geology, huh? Thinking about the Earth even when you're on the ocean, kind of romantic in a way, I guess. Theories of the Cambrian explosion. Did a bomb go off near somewhere called Cambria? One kind of explosion, roughly 500 million years ago during what is known as the Cambrian period. Research suggests that the variety of living organisms increased by an order of magnitude. Why that happened is, however, still something of a mystery. There are a number of theories. This book is most likely a collection of them. Theory of evolution. Heck, even I know this one. It's the Darwin guy, right? Well, yes and no. Charles Darwin wrote a book called On the Origin of the Species. In it he put forth his theory of evolution. Yeah, I remember that part. He called it natural selection. Exactly. Someone says, transition of extinct species. We need to hurry it up or we're going to end up in the pages of a book like that. Micrographia? Huh. Oh yes, Robert Hooke's famous work, first published in 1665. He built a microscope and examined insects, inorganic substances, and other things too small to be seen in detail by human eyes. He then drew pictures of many of the things he'd examined and published them in a book. I'd hazard a guess the shelf is concerned with natural sciences. Why did mankind lose their tails? Junpei, do you know what this one's about? Why are you asking me? I didn't even know we had tails to lose. Maybe you should ask a human with a tail. Yeah, but they haven't lost theirs. It makes sense to us. Huh. Mankind's ancestors most likely lost their tails as they were no longer useful. The nutrients required to grow them were better put to use elsewhere. At least that's what I read. I was rather young. I may have remembered it incorrectly. Why the hell would a kid be reading a book like that? Well, it was probably quite interesting. Paleontology. This one's about fossils, right? Ammonites are pretty nasty looking. Mother Nature. That's some sort of book about hippie chicks. Probably not, except perhaps Tangi. Chill? I have no idea what that says. Most likely about environmental protection. I was just trying to make a joke. Dude, hippie chicks, really? Okay. Okay. What did you have a note down there? Okay. That one called. It says Foundations of DNA and Genetic Engineering. Overview of photochemistry. I think whoever set this up wanted us to see the cover, not the spine. Let's look at it, okay? Oh. Looks like there's a whole lot of space behind these books. Look, Junpei! I think there's something hidden behind the books. Yes, there is. Hello. Light bulb. Perfect. Communication and computer science, huh? That's a pretty generic title. To be honest, it's so vague I don't really know what it might be about. Automated robotic assembly line techniques, huh? What's that? Some sort of comic book? Geez, I guess boys really like that stuff, huh? No, you're thinking of a different sort of robot. This book is talking about automated machinery that's used to build things like cars. Okay. Okay. But, well, to the best of my knowledge, I have looked everywhere. Okay, I am gonna go back down and I'm gonna click all these again. Okay, where's that? Okay, well this is the scroll on the left, but does it mean that or did it mean that one? And that's where we got the picture book from, so I don't think, oops, I need that clue anymore. Oh. Okay, let me click. Oh, no, okay. So, okay. I don't know, I feel like I've just clicked everywhere. Okay. I'm gonna look at this one again because it said something about the left, so. Okay, well, the book's astronomy. Okay, then it's like 632415. What kind of lock is this though? 632415. Can I click it? Is that going back accidentally? Oh, okay, it's this type of. So what was it? 632415? Okay. Like they just gave us the answer. I guess I might as well give it a shot. Okay, so 6, 3, 2, 4, 1, 5. You did it, Junpei! Yay! I don't know why, but I don't really feel particularly happy about being praised for that. Whatever. At least the lock's open now. Let's see if we can get it open, alright? Ooh, light bulb. Okay. Helpful. Feels like a light bulb. Pretty wattage too, unless I missed my guess. This should generate quite a bit of light. Okay. Right, well we have 3 now, so we can do this at least. Right, 3 lights in here. I'm going to change these bulbs. Now they should... Awesome! It worked! Way go, Junpei! Good job, buddy. Oh, we're friends! There's something projected on the bottom. These letters, they seem familiar. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I need to click it or not, but either way. We know we mean this, so... They might want us to click it, actually, that's really irritating.
Sheldrake 5?
I think I saw the rest of this collection somewhere.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere around here.
Let's go take a look.
Okay.
Sheldrake.
Yep, literally back where we were.
Have you heard of him? Sheldrake, I mean.
Yeah, Lotus told me about him.
There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory. Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Really? From Lotus, huh?
Well, Clover also said something to me about that stuff.
She did?
Yeah, what was it?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger.
That girl. I told her not to tell anyone.
You did? Why?
Well,
Look, man, I didn't push it because we're in a hurry, but I'm kind of sick of this. How about you just tell me, okay?
tell you what?
Don't give me that. About the experiment.
Ugh. Very well, fine. I'll tell you everything. But not here. Let's move to the top floor. I suppose I might as well start by telling you why I kept quiet, and why I made sure Clover did as well. To be honest, the explanation is quite simple. Zero told me not to. I had little choice. He didn't walk up and tell me, of course. He gave me a message engraved on a card.
That's a Braille card. It looks just like the one you showed us earlier. So you had 2 cards.
No, only one.
Huh? What do you mean? I thought that card just had some rules for the nonary game on it.
Yes, it did. And those were the rules I read you. However, they were not the only thing on the card. There was something I didn't read. Well, perhaps I should say there was something I couldn't read.
And that was?
Tell no one of the events that took place 9 years ago. Tell, and I activate your sister's detonator. It's a threat on our lives.
Oh. Well, Well, what about Clover? Did she get a message from Zero too?
I don't believe she did. But doesn't it strike you as strange that Zero would shut my mouth, but not hers?
Yeah.
To be on the safe side, however, I told her it was best not to tell anyone. Still, apparently she told you. That girl.
What's wrong with her telling me? I figured some stuff out with the things she told me. I mean, it looks like the whole activate her detonator thing was just a bluff. She's prancing around downstairs happy as a clam now that you're back.
That's very true. I've decided I can trust you.
Oh, making some nice friends on this lovely little trip.
I've decided to tell you the truth.
Yes, please.
The chance that Santa is Zero is very high. I feel I can assume Santa doesn't have the time to observe us at the moment.
I'd imagine not.
And at any rate, even if he were, I very much doubt he would kill us.
Why?
Clover told me about the 4-leaf clover, about the words. If he knew about that, then he was in my group during the first experiment. I'm sure of it. He wouldn't kill us, no matter what the situation was.
Hey, Snake?
Yes, I know. You want to know what happened during the experiment.
Yeah.
How much do you know?
Clover told me about...
I see. The morphogenetic field in the experiments 9 years prior. How the experiments had taken place simultaneously at 2 locations, one being the ship and the other being a building in Nevada. And the girl that died during the experiment. She told you all that, did she? At any rate, I now know how much you've learned. All that remains for us to determine
is who did this and why, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me what happened?
Yes. The people who organized the initial experiment were from a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals. There were 4 of them running the show. Gentaro Hongo, Nagisa Nijisaki, Teruaki Kubota, Kagechika Musashido. Hongo was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Nijisaki was his right-hand man and did the lion's share of the planning.
It looks like the guy that Ace thought was Snake, that he pushed him and killed him, so...
Kubota led the company's research and development division.
That's obviously the ninth man. Which would be why he'd be able to trust Ace's words. Because, he'd knew him and he was part of the experiment 9 years before. Which is why I'd also believe him when he said that they'd changed how the Reds worked.
Musashido was their majority stockholder.
Looks like the captain guy, the guy that was killed in the captain's quarters.
It was these 4 people who planned the initial experiment. Let me simplify it for you. Hongo designed it, and Nijisaki put it all together. Kubota developed the technology required, and Musashido provided the cash.
So it's Hongo, Nijisaki, Kubota, Musashido...
Of course, more than 4 people were required to conduct an experiment of this scale. To that end, they organized a top-secret team to assist them with their research. All in all, they gathered 10 people or so. Those 10 completed their team, and they were able to begin the project. They named it the Nonori Project. The purpose of the experiment was to research the prospect of controlling a human mind through sheer will. The vessel, I suppose you could say, for this control was the morphogenetic field. Why did the glycerin suddenly begin to crystallize? Why did the crystal structure of EDT undergo a sudden change? Why did the rats improve their puzzle-solving skills with each generation? Experiments with humans produced the same results. The more people who knew the answer to a question, the more there were who could answer correctly without having seen the problem before. Why is that? How could it happen? The answer is that the shape of the answer has been stored in a field invisible to the naked eye. And through that field, the resonant event transmits information related to that answer. That's essentially the idea behind morphogenetic fields.
But that's just a theory.
Can't bring yourself to believe it?
Yeah.
Let's say someone killed another person because the devil told them to do it. Whether the devil exists or not has no relevance to the murder. They believe the devil exists. Whether or not he does is immaterial.
So what matters here is that Hongo believed in the morphogenetic field.
That's right.
But I still don't get it. You said they wanted to figure out how to control people, right? That is what you were saying.
Yes.
So how are they going to do that with a morphogenetic field?
I'll keep it simple. Let's suppose 10,000 people have solved a certain problem. The chance of you knowing that answer, even if no one has told you, will go up. Let's have another example, shall we? Say 1 million people were to do a handstand right now. Tomorrow, the chances of you doing a handstand would be higher, even if you had heard nothing of this hypothetical mass handstanding. Mankind's thought process and actions are all part of a resonant event. All of the resonant events encoded in the fields are projected onto you. Of course, this assumes you believe in this theory. Do you follow so far?
Yeah.
Now, if there was a person who had the same effect as those millions of people, what would happen? If that one person were to do a handstand, other people would find themselves wanting to do handstands as well. Can you imagine what a person with powers like that would be able to do?
Come on, there's no way.
I'm not done. Imagine another scenario. Imagine another person. This is an ordinary person. Let's say he does a handstand. What if there was someone who could grab the resonant event he created by doing that and use it to make other people do handstands? What would happen then? A person who has the power to write to the field and someone who can read from the same. You could think of them as the writer and the reader, or the transmitter and the receiver. What would the world be like if there were people with abilities like these?
So the transmitter's resonant event can be transmitted through the field and sent to the receiver. And then the transmitter can control the receiver however they wish. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes. Close enough, at least.
Come on, that's just crazy.
Well, if you want to prove that, then you'll have to test it first. At least, that was how they thought. That was why they decided to do their experiment. That was how the Nonary project began. By the way, Junpei, have you ever heard of the Gansfeld experiment?
Yeah, that was an experiment in telepathy, right? You place a pair of subjects in separate rooms. Then you show one a picture and ask the other what they see.
Interesting. I'm impressed. Yes, that is exactly correct.
So, why did you bring up the Gansfeld experiment?
It was used to screen subjects for the Nonary project. The hospital in a remote town was affiliated with Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo used it to conduct experiments on visiting children in secret. Some of them, he found, had potential. He began to gather children that showed promise, children that seemed as though they might be able to access the field. Of course, none of them volunteered. They were kidnapped. There were 9 pairs of siblings taken, for 18 children total.
Do you think that they took the siblings because they thought they'd have a better connection with each other as opposed to with like a random person?
For reasons that were not fully understood at the time, each pair had 1 transmitter and 1 receiver. They were split perfectly. As such, the 18 children were split into 2 groups of 9. The children who were put into Group Q were the ones who excelled at transmitting. They were transferred to the mock experiment building known as Building Q in the Nevada desert. The children who excelled at receiving were put in Group A. Group A was then placed on the former hospital ship Gigantic.
So you mean that Clover was one of the ones that excelled at the transmitting and Snake and Santa did with the receiving? But then it would also mean that Snake and Santa were the ones that were put on the ship and had the danger element of it?
From the experiments he had conducted so far, Hongo had learned the following. There are 2 things that can increase one's resonance with the fields. The first is epiphany. The other is danger. Have you ever been faced with an especially difficult problem and thought about it very long and very hard until finally an answer suddenly appeared in your mind? It may seem obvious to say so, but that is what is meant by epiphany. The information obtained through that epiphany can be easily transmitted through the fields, where it can be easily interpreted. Adding danger to that equation allows for even easier field access. That's where Hongo came in. They set up a number of puzzles across the Gigantic. The participants had to solve each one before they could move to the next room. Of course, he hadn't forgotten to include danger. He had detonated a bomb on the hull of the Gigantic. The children in Group A were forced to play the Nonary game as the ship sunk.
That's really awful.
By forcing the children into a life-or-death situation, Hongo hoped to increase the likelihood of their tapping into the fields. The children from Group Q, on the other hand, were confined to the mock experiment building, Building Q. Building Q duplicated the interior and puzzles of the Gigantic exactly. Every detail was exactly the same. Hongo explained the situation to the children in Group Q. Solve the puzzles you find throughout the rooms. When you have the answers, transmit that information to the children in Group A. If you succeed, they will be able to solve the puzzles and escape. But if you fail, then the Gigantic will sink, and your brothers and sisters will drown.
And he was totally fine
Those
with
were
that.
his orders. Do you know why the astronauts of Apollo 13 were able to return to Earth safely? It was because NASA had access to a replica of the Apollo 13 capsule. All of the equipment, the instruments, everything. All of it identical. Everything was just like the real Apollo 13. NASA was able to replicate the situation the astronauts found themselves in. By putting themselves in the same situation, they attempted to solve the problems the astronauts were dealing with. Once they found solutions, they reported their findings to the men aboard the actual capsule. That was how they were able to return safely. It was the same with the gigantic in Building Q. The children from Group Q had to use the power of epiphany to solve the puzzles they found and transmit what they learned through the fields. The children in Group A, however, they had to access the fields to learn how they might advance to the next stage. That is the simplest explanation I can manage.
Huh.
Hey, Junpei, Snake! How much longer are you two gonna sit around on those bony asses? Get down here already!
He's right. Let's go, shall we? We don't have much time. We need to get out of here, and soon.
And soon will have to be later because I'm going to end this episode here. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching it, and I will see you next time. Right, bye.